Welcome back to Getting Into Character, a Win with Dice series on character creation in various games. I'm Calvin. I'll be hosting this session. Joining me is Ramon.
Hi.
It's just us two for now. Deanna is away, so it's just the lads today.
Yeah, just the lads. It's the boys in the house.
Yo. So the game we are playing today is Mutants and Masterminds. We'll be creating a character for one shot. It's just going to be a simple level 10 character. We're going to use the quick start character generator that you would find in the Deluxe edition of the Hero's Handbook.
Ooh, Deluxe edition.
Yeah, it's so deluxe.
Yeah. For you guys out there that don't know what Mutants and Masterminds is, it's an RPG, but instead of playing like a fantasy character or a space character, we're playing superheroes.
Yeah, and the system itself, it's like a point buy system instead of like, you know, your character has a sword, your character has this certain skills or whatever.
Yeah.
You add up, you have a certain number of points based on your level, and you use those to purchase abilities and certain things, and you put descriptors on those to sort of figure out what kind of hero you want to be, because superheroes, they kind of like vary and range more so than if you're stuck in like, say, the space fantasy genre.
Yeah.
Or the fantasy genre.
The fantasy genre.
You might find yourself with completely different characters, right? So a lot of this is based on just how you prefer to describe things. Like, two characters might have a ranged attack that does the same amount of damage, but one could be an ice blast, one could be a fire blast, one is maybe plasma, or
like a stretchy arm.
Yeah, or like a bow and arrow, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a character idea. We're going to refer to the generator, which has a number of archetypes. Try to pick an archetype that fits that, and then we'll roll on from there. So do you want to go off like an idea, or?
Yeah. So since we just I guess the last video you guys probably saw uploaded to the channel was the our Pathfinder game.
Yes.
And like I guess like I kind of got nostalgic about sword and board people, but then we're also playing like Starfinder. So we were just kind of talking about it before about playing like a like knight character, but instead of like wearing like a suit of armor, he's wearing like a mech suit.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Is he like?
He's like cooler, more chivalrous Iron Man.
Is he gonna be from space as well, or?
I don't know what that means. No, I think he's from Earth.
Okay.
I think. Is that cool?
Sure, absolutely. No, I'm just trying to understand your character, trying to get into his world.
Nice.
Like, where does the armor come from? Does he make it?
Yeah, he made it himself. Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Yes.
So that's something to start with. So let's go to the section in the book that has the character generator. That's page 54, if you're following along in your copy of the book. I don't know if you have it.
Okay, cool.
But you can just listen to us. Basically, what this series is, of course, is just going through the process of generating a character.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do here. So, Ramon, if you check out that page, you'll see it starts off with some archetypes. And if you head over to the next page, you should see you're talking about making a guy in a suit of armor.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking battlesuit character, right?
Yeah, I think battlesuit character will probably be the one to go. So number
that's
one.
like the first one.
Yeah.
Should be on the next page.
Oh, cool. Yeah, battlesuits.
So no, you don't have much to go looking for.
All right. Ooh. Okay. I see. There's like genius, military, and accidental.
Yeah.
So you just have
to
find.
what this book has, as it breaks down the character archetypes of like a battlesuit, a crime fighter, a super strong guy, a flying brick type of character. It'll break down those into different personalities and sorts and stuff like that. And then from there it'll say, well, if you're this kind of person, then maybe you'll have this many points in whatever ability and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what it starts off with is your ability scores. For anyone familiar with like Pathfinder, D&D, that kind of thing, you have a sort of a knowledge of what ability scores are. That's your strength, dexterity, that kind of like those basic things that everything else is sort of built upon.
Yeah, so I think I'm actually going to do it with accidental. Do I have to roll?
You can choose to roll if you want. The book does provide numbers, like if you wanted to roll, then you could choose to roll and get a certain kind of character, or you could just pick whatever one you like.
You know, I kind of like the idea. It says, so accidental says you chanced upon the armor somehow, or either the armor's creation was one time fluke, or it was found by you, or it was given to you by an organization or aliens.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that I really like the idea of the Green Lantern Corps.
Mm-hmm.
So this armor is going to be like kind of associated with some sort of alien knight organization.
Space Knights.
Yeah, Space Knights.
Oh, I'm
Sounds
loving
really...
this already.
Yeah.
So you came upon this Space Knight armor accidentally.
Yeah.
All right. So looking at the ability scores it lays out, if you were to have picked the genius kind of character, you'd have a really high intellect.
Wow, 8? Wow.
Yeah, that's really high.
It's like Tony Stark level of bullcrap.
Like a more military character would have better like fighting kind of stuff like that. Accidental is it's a bit more balanced.
Yeah, I think it's like in between.
Yeah.
It looks pretty spread out, I guess.
Yeah, fairly similar to the military one, but less focus on strength and stamina.
Alright, okay, cool.
So let me just explain the ability scores. There's 8 different ones as opposed to the usual 6 you might find in different games. There's strength, kind of self-explanatory. It's how strong you are, how much you can lift, how hard your punches hit. Stamina, that's sort of your constitution kind of thing. That's your toughness there. That's how much you can stand in a fight. I think it also affects your fortitude. Your agility, that's basically acrobatics. That's like your full body movement. Dexterity is more for your hands, your sleight of hand, or even controlling vehicles, that kind of thing. Fighting, that's your skill and ability in a close combat fight. So that's pretty much what you would roll to determine if you land a punch. Intellect, again, your intelligence, pretty self-explanatory, that's how smart you are. Awareness is essentially wisdom in this system. And presence is charisma.
Ah, cool, yeah.
So, as the accidental character,
Right.
yeah, you would see your stats there.
Okay, cool.
And you can fill
So
them
do I
in.
just write them in?
Yeah, just fill them into your ability score section.
Oh, great. I like that the way that it's laid out in the book is also the way that they lay it out on the character sheet.
Yeah.
I don't actually have to like pay attention. Just filling it and copying it word for word. Cool.
Yeah, it's because I printed those sheets from the Deluxe edition.
Wow.
Deluxe.
Remember, guys, get the Deluxe edition.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I definitely got it because it has some adventures in it, and because it has a character generator, and it has a lot of extra stuff that's really good.
All right.
They're coming out with another book later this year that's like supposed to make it easier to get into the game. It's a basic version of the Hero's Handbook.
A basic version.
Yeah.
So we have regular, basic, and deluxe now.
Yeah, essentially. I really want to get my hands on that.
Basic. By the way, we're not being sponsored.
No, we're not. But I mean, they're welcome to. Green Ronin, if you wanna just reach out to me. Anyway, so let's move on to advantages. So advantages are essentially feats. They are minor details you add to your character that sort of change up how they play. You sort of add deeper customization to them.
Okay, cool. I'll roll for this one.
Okay.
Because I don't actually know what I want. I got 12, which is lucky.
Cool.
And that makes sense. This is why I accidentally found the space robot knight suit.
Yeah.
And I got lucky again. I gotta reroll that
Yep.
one. Ooh, 19. I'm lucky and wealthy.
Wow. Sounds great.
Wow. Sure. That sounds cool.
So luck sort of applies to it applies in some ways to using hero points. It looks like to me here you get some of the benefits of teamwork. So just write down the advantages there, and then I can
Right. So
describe
lucky. Cool. Lucky and wealthy.
So yeah, just write down that list of advantages that's under lucky and the list that's under wealthy.
Oh, I see now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the advantages on the other side of the sheet. I don't recall where they are.
It's on the same
Oh, okay.
column.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Would you like to go over your feats now, or yeah, let's go over your advantages. I mean,
Right, so I got beginner's luck.
let me open up the table of contents.
It's great. I mean, to be fair, if you guys watched the last getting into character, wow, I don't even know the name of my own show.
I think we changed it from what we said it was going to be in the show anyway.
Yeah, so, getting in a character with the Pathfinder game. Man, I flipped through our physical copy of the book I don't know how many times, and I still couldn't figure out what pages were everything. I even looked at the table of contents. I only used the glossary. I'm just bad at books, apparently.
Yeah, no, it helps to have the book literally open right in front of you and only have to need one section at a time.
I think computers really ruined me.
Yes.
Control F ruined me.
Yeah. Being able to quickly go through a table of contents, not have to flip through it.
Yeah.
It's a crutch.
Okay, got my lucky right down. Oh, I have advantage. Okay, I'm attractive. Oh, nice.
Oh, you also have that?
Yeah, I'm also attractive. Wow.
Oh, it's under wealthy.
Yeah.
So as a wealthy person, you're inherently attractive.
Inherently. That's nice. I'm attractive.
And a multimillionaire.
Yeah. I have benefit 4.
Yep. So, yeah, let's just go through these and explain what they do. The first one you would have gotten under lucky is beginner's luck.
Right.
So, by spending a hero point, like a lot of the luck feats, or advantages, a lot of luck advantages have to do with hero points. So by spending a hero point, you get 5 ranks in a skill. Ranks are pretty much how many points you put into a certain skill or something like that. Or into a certain power or anything.
Oh, cool. So, right. So, okay. So just any skill, I could spend it and then I'll probably be the best at it.
You'd be decent at it.
Decent?
5 is a pretty good amount.
5 sounds like a lot of anything.
I mean, like skills, they're also based on your ability score. So once you start spending points in them, they might get pretty high, but 5 is a decent amount.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's on the higher end of high. Well, higher end of low.
Very
Mid-range? Cool. Let's say mid-range.
Mid-range. Okay, beginner's luck.
Yeah. You also have benefit. Benefit are sort of vague things that your character might have. They could be something as simple as being ambidextrous, or they could be something as expansive as diplomatic immunity or wealth, of course.
Well, so what does luck 2 give me?
Luck 2?
Yeah.
That is you spend a hero point to get a reroll, I believe.
Oh, okay. HP, cool. Reroll, cool. Redirect.
Redirect, you can successfully trick an opponent. You can redirect a missed attack against you from that opponent to another target as a reaction.
Missed attack?
The target has to be adjacent to you and all sorts of stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
We can go into more details after. I don't want to bog this down with too many details.
Right. Okay, so let's just move on to the other stuff then.
Okay. We can cover the rest of the stuff. The rest of the advantages off screen.
Yeah. Or during the game. It's fine. Perfectly fine.
Okay. So let's move on to your skills. Do you want to roll for these as well?
Yeah, sure. So I just rolled twice.
Yeah.
Wow, twice. Okay, so I got 18, which I'm a student.
Nice.
And 6, which means I'm in the sciences.
So you're well educated.
Yes.
Cool. So I'm trying to get a idea of what your character is like. They're wealthy, but they're also a student, and they're into the sciences.
Right. So these are skills, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So student, looking at the book, it could be that you're just, young. Not that you're literally a student.
Right.
But just that you're young for where you are and what you know.
Okay, I mean, like, I could just be, like, in university or something, or, like, grad school, or, like, I don't know. I'm rich, so what am I actually doing?
Who knows? Something science-related, apparently.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Would that have led to you acquiring this armor somehow?
Maybe I refounded an orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe... I'm not really sure what world we're in, but I'm assuming...
You're on just regular Earth.
Regular Earth! Not even Earth 5, where the aliens and the lavas...
Well, you are on a regular Earth. It has superheroes in it. They are pretty common in a normal aspect of life. I will say that. I'll describe the world more when we get into the game.
I'm kidding. It's like messing with college. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I guess like my family could be. I'm just gonna rip off Tony Stark.
Sure.
They're like maybe like wealthy arms dealers, or like maybe they're like science. They're like a kind of like a conglomerate, I guess.
Okay.
Just like a whole bunch of different businesses. And maybe that like I'm probably more of like interested into like aeronautics and like space stuff, and I just so happens because like I can basically walk into anywhere and do anything because my family owns.
Because you're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, right. So I could just be like strolling through, and or like maybe I took a trip up to our space station that we own or operate. And
yeah, there's definitely space bases.
yeah, and yeah, we could just find the suit floating, but I didn't tell anybody about it, and I just kind of took it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's floating in space.
Oh, you just gave me a story idea. If this expands into more than a one-shot, then... All right. So under your skills, it'll give you certain skills with certain numbers.
Right, to put the numbers into the ranks?
Yeah, that goes into your ranks.
Ranks, okay.
And then you'll also be able to put your ability score in there.
Oh, right, okay,
So you'll have a actual like total based on your ranks, your ability score, and any other miscellaneous stuff that might come up.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like how Pathfinder is.
Oh, okay, so science is 6. Great.
I think both of them have perception and technology as something you can add into. So you'll essentially get all of those ranks.
Really? So it'd be 10?
Yeah, for technology.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, so... wow, that's a lot. It feels like a lot, but maybe it's not. I'm just too used to Pathfinder and their progressively bigger numbers.
Well, you are ridiculously good with technology.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also good at persuasion. I'm like kind of okay at it. Like I'm crap at it. Persuasion. Okay, great. Got those in. Perfect.
You got all of them from both of the...
Yeah, from both of them.
Yeah.
So, what's the next thing that we're going to do?
Yeah, so your skill with technology is what, 10 total? Including, what about your intelligence?
So...
I think that's the one added in.
Oh, I have to add in those two, right?
Yeah.
So, my intelligence is... Oh, it's the same, still here. Right. So, abilities go for... So, technology is intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have 3. Science is intelligence, because that makes sense. Perception is probably awareness.
Yeah.
Just 3.
Anything that doesn't have ranks, you just use your ability score.
Persuasions is 2. Perfect.
Okay. So there is like a limit on how high your skill can be for your level. The maximum it can be is your current level plus 10. And I'm pretty sure you don't have 20 in technology.
Not yet.
You're getting there.
Not yet.
So now we move on to the fun part. Powers.
Ooh. Ooh.
So the way powers work is essentially the same as everything else. You use points to purchase what you would like to use as a power. This one here, the battle suit, it kind of goes into one of the more, I guess, complex aspects of power making, which is using an array. Essentially, when you buy powers, you can modify them with certain benefits and flaws. One of the benefits you can add is an alternate effect to your power. Essentially, your power is able to do 2 different things. Like, say you had some sort of light powers. You could do range damage with those, but you could also do a dazzling effect. So essentially, you would take like a range damage power, and then as an alternate effect, you would have your dazzling ability. And as you add effects on like that, you'll end up with a array for your powers.
Oh, cool. I see. There's like a table with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Ah.
So this one here under Battlesuit, it goes right into an array with your offensive abilities.
Ooh, all these things sound cool, like space flight and gravity driver and electrified shell.
Yeah. Wow. So the defensive powers, you pretty much get, those you just get under this Battlesuit archetype, unless you want to switch any of them out for something else.
Oh, okay.
Let's start with your offensive powers though, and then we'll just check out those.
Right.
So pretty much you would have spent 24 points total on this. including the points you spend for your alternate effects.
Okay.
So that's just giving you the budget of points.
24 points, okay.
Yeah, because you start off with a ranged damage attack that does 10 damage, and you have accurate 4 on there, which gives you a +4 to your attack roll.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
the total cost of that power of itself is 24.
Okay.
But then it adds on each additional power in the array. It only costs you 1 point, but then you're able to spend 24 points on it.
Oh, I see. So the total is 24 points.
Yeah.
Got you.
You're still going to use that base 24, but each one you add on is only going to cost you 1 point, and then you have a budget of 24 within that.
The Omni Blaster.
Yeah, that's like your big chest blast.
I get a chest blast?
So you can pick, how many is it from that array?
That's really cool. Yeah, there's
4 of them.
I can pick 4 of them. Okay, so I pick 4 of them, and then I can put how many points I want into any of the 4 of them?
Well, they're already budgeted out properly. They already cost
1 point
24 or less.
Oh, okay. So I just have
The
to...
1 point that's being spent there, that's just from your actual total. Your actual 150 points you get for being a level 10 character.
Right.
When you spend that 1 point, you're then able to get a power with a budget of 24 points.
Okay.
The restriction there, though, is that you can't use it at the same time as you're using one in the same array.
Ah, I see. Okay. I think I get it. Right, so this is for my offensive ability.
Yeah, essentially, you spent 24 points on your base power.
Right.
You spend 1 point to get an alternate effect.
Right.
You can't use the 2 effects at the same time.
Right.
Your budget for that alternate effect is the same as your base power.
So I should just pick 4 of these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to switch any one of them out for any reason.
Oh, for like something else from another section?
If you just have an idea of a power you want your suit to have,
Yeah.
And it doesn't match anything on this chart,
Right.
just let me know, and then we'll build something up using that budget of 24.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I like the strength and accuracy booster.
Okay.
So that could just be like my suit's like mechanical muscles or enhancements and stuff like that. Maybe like the computer system, the alien computer system inside of it, or
maybe some sort of strength and give you like a targeting system.
Yeah, maybe it's like the living metal. I'm not too sure. It could be like all those things.
Sure. Is the suit itself alive, or?
I don't think so. I don't think it would be sentient in the sense that it talks to you.
Okay.
I think it's probably kind of just like attaches onto you.
Okay.
Almost kind of like a symbiote kind of deal, where like I have the feeling it's going to be like, oh, what's this cool thing, and also just like it latches onto me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just like minor intelligence, but not like not like Jarvis level.
Yeah, not like Jarvis level. Not like I have like a supercomputer backing me at all times.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I mean, like the amount of like Wi-Fi range I think probably has.
Like
Iron Man's suit. Like it's crazy.
There's got to be a satellite network it's connected to or something.
Yeah, like Tony's like probably owns all the satellites in space anyway.
Basically.
Okay.
All right.
Damn you, Tony Stark.
So wealthy. Well, you're basically Tony. You just didn't make the suit.
Apparently, I just didn't make the suit. Maybe I should have.
Nah.
That's okay. Yeah. So, where did I write that on this sheet?
You should have a powers section.
I should be at the front, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, great. So, okay, strength and accuracy boost.
Yeah. So it gives you the name of the power, which you can name whatever you want, and then it tells you mechanically what it does. So mechanically, this power increases your strength by 8, and it increases your close attack skill by 6.
Right. Okay. I can't choose that more than once. I only can choose that once.
Yeah.
Okay, because that would be too crazy if I could just make it like plus 16 or whatever.
Well, again, there are limitations based on your level.
Yeah.
So for like damaging stuff, when you add the attack roll and the rank of the effect of your damage, it can't be more than your level times 2.
Ah, okay. So I can see 6 plus. Cool. All right. Tractor / pressure beam. Move object 10, accuracy 4. I think I might roll for the rest of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll roll on.
So this next one is, it's already got that one. Number 10, Micro Rocket. So I get a range burst, 8.
Yep.
Cool.
So you do 8 damage in an area, essentially.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like
So for the way that would work is people would have to roll a dodge.
a dodge, right?
Yeah, to avoid your...
Okay, so Micro Rockets. Number 2 is Electrified Shell. Reaction damage of 6. So if someone tries to attack you...
Yeah, you do damage as a react. They have to roll a check against your damage as a reaction.
Oh, cool, yeah. Okay, so when I damage somebody?
No, when someone hits you, you get damage as a reaction.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think that could be like the shield or whatever that I have, so being a space knight.
Essentially, you can like when you're writing it down, you can just say shield or power shield or however you want to name it, and then just put reaction damage 6.
Right.
Because again, it's a descriptive thing.
Oh, got that already? I got that already. I got that one already. Tractor beam.
Okay.
Yeah, so tractor / pressure beam. So I get to move objects closer.
Yeah, you move an object. The strength rank of that is just the rank and the power you have.
Right, okay.
Essentially, someone with 10 strength can lift the same as you can move with your object movement there.
Okay, great.
And I'll have to reference the table to see how much rank 10 is.
I think I have
the weight measurements.
Right.
That would be 25 tons.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm a monster.
I believe that matches up, right? I'll double check it. I think it's because that's like rank 10 weight. So I think at rank 10 strength you can live rank 10 weight.
My armor is from space, so.
It is, yes.
Cool, that's awesome. Oh, I'm totally into this.
If I say something wrong here, someone will correct me in the comments, or I'll look it up and correct myself.
No, this is fine.
No, you just want to move 25 tons.
Yes. Okay, cool. And alright, so I got micro rockets.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine it being like, it's like the armor itself maybe it's like the suit is like, I actually put like additional armor on top of it, so it kind of looks like a mishmash of like whatever Earth's best kind of armor components are.
Oh, okay.
And like a mishmash of like alien technology.
So you've enhanced it yourself with Earth components.
Yeah, so because I was like the micro rockets are probably something that I would add.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But like the strength and like the I guess the accuracy boost and like the electrified shell and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think those components could be more alien versus like the micro rockets could be like something I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely need rockets.
Needs rockets.
Definitely need some rockets on this thing.
And then they just adapt into your suit, then it knows how to help you aim those better.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. So they call them micro rockets.
Well, you're essentially, it's not like one big missile, you're sending out like multiple small rockets that sort of like fly out and then go multiple small explosions. That's why it's an area effect. Okay, so a burst effect is essentially a 30-foot radius sphere. If you're on a level surface, then it'll be like a hemisphere, like in 30 feet radius.
Cool. Awesome! I'm so excited.
Did you get all the offensive powers you need? You need to roll how many? 4 times?
Yeah, I got strength, got the electrified shell, got the micro rockets. Oh, I got the tractor beam.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Move 10. Yep, so we can go on to the next step.
The defensive powers. So this one here, it doesn't make you roll for it. You basically get all of these defensive powers.
Oh, cool. So, ability amplifier.
Yep. So it increases your dodge, your fortitude, your parry, and your will. So your defense is dodge. That's how you avoid long-range attacks. Parry is how you avoid close attacks. Fortitude, it's like same as Pathfinder. It's your strength in your body.
Right.
Will, that's your mental strength.
Great. So.
You'll notice though that that's removable as well as all the other powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Essentially, because all your powers come from the suit, they will all have the flaw of being removable.
Right.
So if you find yourself in a position where you're completely helpless for whatever reason, then your powers can be removed.
Oh no, that's terrible.
If you were to have like a sword or wand or something, then that would be easily removable, and that would be an even larger flaw. So it would take off more points.
Oh, okay.
You can see it subtracting a certain number of points for the removable flaw.
So I do kind of want to have like a sword, but like, would that be like an offensive ability, or would that just be kind of like my super strength?
We could like trade out one of the offensive abilities to give you some sort of close range damage with that number of points, with 24 points.
Oh, okay. But the strength, I like the strength and accuracy booster, but the strength and accuracy booster, could it just be like I just have a sword, or like does it have to be like a special sword, or like?
It would inherently be a special sword. If you want just like a regular sword, then that would be an equipment thing.
Yeah. And
equipment is under advantages. So essentially you would put 1 point into an advantage, and then that'll give you 5 equipment points.
Okay.
So then you spend those 5 points on mundane equipment, like a cell phone and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
So if you would like to, then we can trade out one of the offensive powers you took and instead go with a damaging power.
Sure. But wouldn't like I'm just getting confused between like the strength and accuracy booster, because strength and accuracy booster is like me punching something.
Essentially, yes. When you use your strength and accuracy booster, because it's another power in the array, so you'd be using that instead of say like your rockets or something. But when you do use it, it will increase your strength, and the close attack booster increases your actual roll to hit.
Oh, okay.
So that's like your unarmed strike, basically.
Right, but I wouldn't be able to. But could we put?
If you would like to, we can take some points from the enhanced strength part, and then put them into a damaging power, and have them as the same sort of collection of powers within the array.
Yeah, but I just kind of like the idea of like instead of me punching stuff, I'm like a sword and shield knight, just kind of.
Yeah.
Doing my thing. Wait.
Well, the thing is, because it does enhance your strength itself, that's why it's not an actual damaging power.
Right.
It's just giving you more strength to then hit something with.
Right, but then does that mean that my power to like say my sword would be an equipment power, right?
If you have like a regular sword that does, if you have like just a normal sword, then sure.
Yeah.
Or we can give you like a power sword.
A power sword
that does whatever power stuff.
Ah.
But you would need to take like an actual power that has the damage effect.
The damage effect of sword.
Yeah, the damage. Yeah, the damage power effect. Yes.
Okay. You know what? It'd be better if I just stuck with like my. Okay. So role playing wise.
Yes.
I think it'd be cool if the suit was able to just kind of manufacture stuff on the fly, so like I could just a sword if I wanted to, and then use my muscles, my raw muscles to just do stuff. Like the sword isn't actually special. Like
you just like create things. Well, there is a create power.
Oh.
There is a power effect where you can create things. Let me just open it up in the book.
I don't really go with that one. I just want to have like a.
Oh, you just want to like summon a sword?
Yeah, I want to hit things with the sword with my +8 strength. That's all I want to do.
How would we make this work? You know what? Let's say if it's just so you just want the sword to be a normal sword, it doesn't do anything special.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything special. It just whatever I hit it with, I just want it to look like a sword. It's like a sword swing.
Okay, so how about this? We'll take 1 point out of an advantage somewhere. That'll give you 5 equipment points. We'll use those 5 equipment points on just a normal sword.
Or you know what? I could go without the tractor beam, because my strength is already 10 with my muscles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. So now I have a regular
Well, now your sword, you have a budget of like 24 points to kick some ass with a sword.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out off the top of my head what your damage bonus already is. If you just switch to the sword. Because your strength with the suit is already going to be inherently... Well, no, because you do have to switch to that power to get the enhanced strength. So let's say for this...
So will that power just become like an equipment? I mean, technically, like, if I were to think about it, I can probably get the hardest substance on Earth and make it into the sword because I'm like a multimillionaire.
High damage. So let's say your sword effect, your sword power in this array.
Yeah.
Let's make it similar to the strength and accuracy booster there, but take some points and put them into a actual damage.
Or could we like add more points into the strength and accuracy booster?
Then we have to increase the budget of the entire array itself.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. This is really complicated, but offers like a crap ton of flexibility.
That is the strength and drawback of the system, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, no problem.
Okay, so
I'm just being nitpicky.
No, I mean you're making a space knight. Knights have swords.
Yeah, I was like, I think I kind of need a sword.
So if we're taking out the tractor beam, but let's say that you. What is your close attack ability in the first place? So your damaging ability, it can do strength-based damage. So essentially it will add whatever your strength is to the damage of the weapon.
Right.
So let's say... Oh, you know what? You know what that means? None of this really matters. Because if we take points from the enhanced strength and put it into the damage of the sword, and then make it strength-based damage, you're still doing the same amount of damage.
Right.
Essentially. So let's say if you took out the tractor beam and you put in a new power that was the same as the strength and accuracy booster, but instead was enhanced strength 4, and then your sword was strength-based damage 4.
Yeah.
You're still doing 8 total. It's just 4 of it's coming from the sword.
But then the sword would just get easily removable.
The sword would be part of the power. So it would be as removable as the armor is.
Oh, great.
Yeah, basically.
Just like, what? Okay.
Essentially, you can describe it as being literally part of the armor, say coming out the wrist or something, or you're summoning it.
Yeah, it's like it comes like from like it comes out from the palm of my hand, like some of the nano like the
like
mechanics, like, or like the mechanics, like
yeah,
like make a sword.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that then. This actually totally works. So we'll take out the tractor beam, and you're essentially copying the strength and accuracy booster power.
Yeah.
But have the sword do damage instead of just your strength.
Right. Okay.
So you can split up those 8 however you would like.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, okay, cool.
I just thought 4 and 4 was a good balance.
So 4 and 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like an equipment power, right? Like I can use it in tandem with it.
This wouldn't be equipment. This is actually tied to your powers.
Right. Okay.
So it wouldn't be in equipment.
Sure. Okay. So 4 and 4. That's fine.
Yeah. So essentially, just put damage 4 for your sword.
And that's in equipment.
No, that is under your power. When you're writing out your whole power,
yeah,
you write it out basically the same way it's written in the book. But instead of enhanced strength 8, you put damage 4 and then enhanced strength 4.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
And then you give it whatever title you think is cool.
Right.
A cooler title than strength and accuracy booster.
Ah, I see. Gotcha.
You can call it sword. I don't know what's the sword made of? Is it made of plasma or lasers, or you said it was made of like a material, right? Like a
right. Yeah, it's like a hard, solid, almost like a crystal metal kind of deal. Something weird and alien, but like cool still in like the realm of like reality.
So crystal metal sword, or whatever you want to title your power.
Crystal metal sword.
Yeah.
I'll just be a big nerd about it. He plays a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. that's when he found the spacesuit, and he's like, "Oh, I can finally become."
Add a sword to this.
I can add a sword to this.
Crystal metal sword.
I do like 3 and 3 and 5. Okay, cool. All right. So can it sort of like cut through anything? I'm just gonna assume the sword can probably just smash things.
It can smash a lot of things. You'll basically be making a damage check on whatever you want to hit.
Right. Perfect.
Okay.
Great.
So,
that took a while to resolve, but
no, it was totally worth it because that just shows up the strength of the system.
Well, guys, you don't know, it's Calvin's favorite system.
Yeah, this is something that I've always been wanting to play, but I don't really often get to. I've had an idea for a character in mind for so long, but I haven't gotten to play him. One day he will be real.
Sorry.
I don't know, I'll find a group. Okay, but that is your offensive power.
Okay. And then I also have Armored Shell, Impervious Protection 8.
Yes. Impervious.
Cool. Right.
So essentially, because it's impervious, the way impervious works is it's a modifier. It's, again, like one of those modifiers you can apply to your powers, like the area one.
Yep.
The way this one works is it's applied to your... Sorry, I'm just looking for it in the book. Oh, it's right there. It's usually applied to a defense of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
The way it works is any effect that's less than half the rank of your impervious defense has no effect on you.
Okay.
So, because you have impervious protection, protection is applied to your toughness.
Right.
Protection is just another power.
Yeah.
But it boosts your toughness.
Gotcha.
So, essentially, anything that's damage that's less than damage 4, you're immune to.
Great.
When you're wearing your suit.
All right. So, movement powers.
You also have the sealed system, right?
Yeah, the seal system. Sorry, the seal system gives me immunity 10.
Yeah,
like
that's just immunity is another power that you can get a certain number of ranks in. You can be immune to like uncommon effects, common effects, that sort of thing, like really specific ones.
This one specifically says life support, so I'm assuming like I can
breathe in space.
Breathe in space.
Yeah.
I'm a spaceman. All right, cool. So
movement powers.
Gravity drivers. Sounds so cool.
It really does.
Space flight. Oh, is it gravity drivers? Is space flight? I do get space flight.
Yes, you get space flight with it.
Right. So rocket turbines.
You get those also include aquatic turbines, where you can have locomotion systems that just make you like walk or run really fast.
Rocket turbines and gravity drivers are pretty much the same thing, except one can fly in space.
And one can fly underwater.
But gravity turbines can't fly underwater? I guess not.
Not as... I mean, you don't get the swimming speed.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you'll be a bit clumsier.
I'm just assuming that like I'm really heavy, so...
Yeah. I was thinking you'd probably want the gravity drivers anyway.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because you want that there space flight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, teleport technology. That's weird. Cool.
Oh, yeah, there's teleport. I totally missed that.
Yeah, but I guess, like, I can just teleport a lot? Like, I get to burn out. No, I'm just gonna get the gravity drivers. I'm a spaceman. So, gravity drivers.
So it'll give you rank 7 in flight, so you can fly to 250 miles per hour.
Wow. That's fast.
It's pretty fast.
This is really fast. 250 miles per hour? That's crazy fast. Cool, gravity drivers. Flight 7. Then there's utility powers?
Utility powers, those are things that are just generally useful to have.
I don't need that stuff.
Again, it looks like you just get both of them for free.
Cool.
Well, not for free, you still have to spend points. It's just like you get both of them. So you have communication system and you have sensors.
So comm and sensors.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a spaceship, but a man-sized spaceship.
Pretty much.
Cool.
And lastly, the last thing, well, not last thing, but last thing point-wise, is your defenses.
Right.
So it just gives you some basic numbers there. You put those in your defenses box, and also certain ability scores are tied to defenses.
Right.
I believe it shows them there.
Yeah, so agility. So do I just write down the total here?
You could write down whatever you think makes sense to you. You probably want to know how many points you spent on that, so if you could fit... Maybe like on the left you can put however many ranks you have, and then in the box put the total.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. 4, 2, 2, 0 toughness because I'm still squishy on the inside. That's fine.
Yeah.
My power suit.
So when you need to use your defenses, just remember what ability is applied to it.
Right. No
Okay.
problem.
All right. Well, if you're fine with that.
Yeah.
Last thing you need. Every hero needs this. Every hero needs complications in their life.
Just, I'm lactose intolerant.
Complications are they are essentially more of a story thing that come up, and sometimes at some point you're going to come across, like if you have a secret identity,
Right.
you're trying to hide it. If you have a certain motivation, you got to follow it.
Okay.
And then when you do come across a complication, I'll give you a hero point, and you can spend those in certain ways that we'll explain in the game.
Right. Okay.
But essentially, this is just some sort of drawback or debilitating thing
Right.
that hurts your character.
Okay.
So it gives you some sample ones there,
Ooh.
but there's also more things like thrills, responsibility, patriotism.
No. Okay. Thrills. What's thrills?
Thrills is just like you're really into superheroing for the thrills and the action. So you might come across at a certain point something where maybe it's too dangerous to go in or you should turn away from it, but it's a thrill. So you would get a hero point if you sort of come across this complication.
I like that one.
Okay, so you can put thrills as one of your complications. You just need 2.
Thrills?
Yeah. Like you're in it for the thrills.
I think thrills and identity.
So you want to keep your identity secret.
Yeah, because I'm part of a global conglomerate, multi-million-dollar space.
Yeah,
weapons,
because you're
agriculture, engineering.
So like you're recognizable on Earth for sure.
Yeah.
But now you're also part of this elite space force. You're a superhero now.
Yeah.
And that comes with enemies.
Thrills and identity. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Cool.
Okay. So yeah, you only need to, and you got a motivation of thrills. Yeah, a motivation is a common one
Yeah.
for a lot of characters. Like when your complications being a motivation of some sort.
Gotcha.
But you have one and it's thrills.
Yeah.
You also have to keep your identity secret.
Because I have all the money in the world. What do I need? Except for
thrills.
need more thrills.
You can't just buy your way into being a super. Well, some people can buy their way into being a superhero. But
Look at you, Iron Man.
Oh right. Well, that is your character. So in that process, we sort of build not only the abilities of the character, but the personality and the background of them. So you're this young, wealthy man, son of this. Are both your parents alive? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Just break tropes.
Yeah. We don't need orphans.
So
around
you're
here.
in this family that's part of this that owns like this large multinational conglomerate that's also into weapons dealing and but you were more into aeronautics.
Yeah.
And through your studies, you came across this alien technology that bonded itself to you.
Right.
Turning out to be part of this space night force that inducted you into its order. And over time, you've improved the suit with your own technology, including these mini rockets.
Yes, especially the mini rockets.
Yeah, the coolest power. So yeah, that was just a little sample of how to make a character in Mutants and Masterminds using their quick start character generator. You can go into this with an idea of what kind of character you want, or just even rolling at random. You'll eventually end up with a character that has like a description to them, and then from there you can start building up, their background, personality, and stuff like that. But for now, I think we've about covered everything that you're going to cover in this getting into character episode.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, so if you want to see more of these, just let us know in the comment section or our social media pages. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook. Just look for A Win with Dice. If you want to see any particular games, just let us know. We'll see if we can fit those in. If you want to see any more of any kind of series, just let us know also. But until then, I've been Calvin. Let's just say, Ramon, say bye.
Ramon, say bye.
No one else here to say bye because it's just the lads.
Boys in the house.
You. All right, folks, we gotta go. Bye.
Bye.